Hare Krishna, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Feast class. Today is Ekadashi, very nice auspicious day, and it's cold but at least sunny outside. So today's topic is how to control Ravana, inner Ravana, integrity. Developing integrity and how to control our inner Ravana. So we'll see how we can control our inner Ravana. Everybody knows about Ravana? Anybody who doesn't know about Ravana? We all know about Ravana. Okay. Know about Ravana? Okay, very good. So we'll sing Radha Madhava for a few minutes and then we'll go to the class. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja chant this pranam mantra and we'll go further. Please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणा रघुनाथं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदां सगणा श्रीशाकान्तांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपीश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। Okay, I'll take today's verse first, and then we'll come to our subject. We'll connect that with our subject. So today's Bhagavad Gita verses from 9th chapter, 30th verse. So please repeat after me. Verse. Api chet suduracharo api chet suduracharo भजते माम अनन्य भाग साधुरेव समन्तव्यः सम्यग् व्यवसितो हि यः सः। अपि चेत् सुदुराचारो भजते माम अनन्य भाग साधुरेव समन्तव्यः सम्यग् व्यवसितो हि सः। अपि चेत् सुदुराचारो भजते माम् अनन्यभाक् साधुरेव समन्तव्यः सम्यग् व्यवसितो हि सः। अपि चेत् सुदुराचारो भजते माम् अनन्यभाक् साधुरेव समन्तव्यः सम्यग् व्यवसितो हि सः। Anybody like to want to try?
अभिचेत
सुदुराचारो
भजते माम् अनन्यभाक् साधुरेव समन्तव्यः सम्यग् व्यवसितो हि सः।
अपि चेत् सुदुराचारो भजते माम् अनन्यभाक् साधुरेव समन्तव्यः सम्यक् व्यवसितो हि सः।
अपि चेत् सुदुराचारो
अपि चेत् सुदुराचारो
भजते माम् अनन्यभाक्
भजते माम् अनन्यभाक्
सदुरेव समन्तव्यः
साधुरेव समन्तव्यः
समयव्यवसितो हि सः
सम्यक् व्यवसितो हि सः
अपि चेत् सुदुराचारो
अपि चेत् सुदुराचारो
भजते मामनन्यभाक्
भजते माम् अनन्यभाक्
सदूरेव समन्तव्यः
साधुरेव समन्तव्यः
सम्यग् व्यवसितो हि सः
सम्यक् व्यवसितो हि सः
अपि चेत् सुदुराचारो
अपि चेत् सुदुराचारो
भजते मामनन्यभाक्
भजते माम् अनन्यभाक्
सदूरेव मन्तव्यः
साधुरेव समन्तव्यः
सम्यग् व्यवसितो हि सः
सम्यक् व्यवसितो हि सः
अपि चेत् सुदाचारो
अपि चेत् सुदुराचारो
भजते मामनन्यभाक्
भजते माम् अनन्यभाक्
साधुर एव समन्तव्यः
साधुरेव समन्तव्यः
सम्यक् व्यवसितो हि सः
सम्यक् व्यवसितो हि सः. Very nice, thank you. Anybody else? All right. We'll do word by word. Please repeat after me. Api, even, chet, if, suduracharah, one committing the most abominable actions.
One committing the most abominable actions.
Bhajate is engaged in devotional service. Ma, unto me, Ananya Bhak, without deviation. Sadhu, assent, ever, certainly, sa, he, mantavya is to be considered, samyak, completely, vyavasitah, situated in determination, he, certainly, sa, he. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly, because he is properly situated in his determination. Please repeat after me. Translation. Even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly, because he is properly situated in his determination. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The word Sudurachara used in this verse is very significant, and we should understand it properly. When a living entity is conditioned, he has two kinds of activities. One is conditional and the other is constitutional. As for protecting the body or abiding by the rules of society and state, certainly there are different activities, even for the devotees in connection with the conditional life. And such activities are called conditional. Besides these, the living entity who is fully conscious of his spiritual nature is engaged in Krishna consciousness or the devotional service of the Lord, has activities which are called transcendental. Such activities are performed in his constitutional position, and they are technically called devotional service. Now, in the conditioned state, sometimes devotional service and the conditional service in relation to the body will parallel one another. But then again, sometimes these activities become opposed to one another. As far as possible, a devotee is very cautious so that he does not do anything that could disrupt his wholesome condition. He knows that perfection in his activities depends on his progressive realization of Krishna consciousness. Sometimes, however, it may be seen that person in Krishna consciousness commits some act which may be taken as most abominable, socially or politically, but such a temporary fall down does not disqualify him. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated that if a person falls down but is wholeheartedly engaged in the transcendental service of the Supreme Lord, the Lord being situated within his heart purifies him and excuses him from that abomination. The material contamination is so strong that even a yogi fully engaged in the service of the Lord sometimes becomes ensnared. But Krishna consciousness is so strong that such an occasional fall down is at once rectified. Therefore, the process of devotional service is always a success. No one should deride a devotee for some accidental fall down from the ideal path, for, as explained in the next verse, such occasional fall downs will be stopped in due course as soon as a devotee is completely situated in Krishna consciousness. Therefore, a person who is situated in Krishna consciousness and is engaged within determination in the process of chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, should be considered to be in the transcendental position. Even if by chance or accident he is found to have fallen. The words Sadhur Iva, recently, are very emphatic. They are warning to the non-devotees that because of an accidental fall down, a devotee should not be derided. He should still be considered saintly even if he has accidentally fallen down. And the word Mantaviha is still more emphatic. If one does not follow this rule and derides a devotee for his accidental fall down, then one is disobeying the order of the Supreme Lord. The only qualification of a devotee is to be unflinchingly and exclusively engaged in devotional service. In the Nrsimha Purana, the following statement is given. Bhagavati cha harav annanya cheta brisha malino pi vrajate manushya nahi shasha kalusha chabhi kadachit timira bhavatam upayati chandraha. The meaning is that even if one fully engaged in devotional service of the Lord is sometimes found engaged in abominable activities, these activities should be considered to be like the spots that resemble the mark of a rabbit on the moon. Such spots do not become an impediment to the diffusion of moonlight. Similarly, the accidental fall down of a devotee from the path of saintly character does not make him abominable. On the other hand, one should not misunderstand that a devotee, this is a warning by Srila Prabhupada, by the way. If somebody takes this verse in the wrong text, see, in the wrong context, On the other hand, one should not misunderstand that a devotee in transcendental devotional service can act in all kinds of abominable ways. This verse only refers to an accident due to the strong power of material connections. Devotional service is more or less declaration of war against the illusory energy. As long as one is not strong enough to fight the illusory energy, there can be accidental fall downs. But when one is strong enough, he is no longer subjected to such fall downs. As previously explained, no one should take advantage of this verse and commit nonsense and think that he is still a devotee. If he does not improve in his character by devotional service, then it is to be understood that he is not a high devotee. So, while the translation says, even if one commits the most abominable action, see, Lord is so kind. He says, even if you make mistakes, you still come back to me, I'll accept you. See. Then Prabhupada gives us warning that we should, on the name of holy name, we should not commit such offenses that we can't come back. Lord won't accept it, you see. Like Ramana, we are going to come to today's subject now. Ramana. So even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated in his determination. So we have to be strong. That's what Prabhupada says. We have to be strong and we have to be determined. So even if he makes some mistakes accidentally, then Lord will forgive us. You see, that's what this verse means. Very important verse. And after this, there's a verse that says, Kipram Bhavati Dharmatma Shashvat Shantim Nigashati Konte ye abhi jana hi name bhakta paranshati. He says, get up boldly and say, his Lord is telling Arjuna that tell everybody that nobody can touch my devotee will never perish. In the next verse. So this is the verse, today's verse. So Lord says that even if we make mistakes, because we are in Kali Yuga, we are working, we have to maintain our body, we have to work, and sometimes we can commit mistakes, you see. So if we make mistakes, Lord says, but if you still continue with your sadhana bhakti, devotional service, then I will still forgive you, you see. So this, we come to today's subject, that's how to control our inner Ravana. So we all know who Ravana was. Everybody knows Ravana? Anybody has any doubt about Ravana? Okay, right. So who was Ravana? Who was Ravana anyway?
It was incarnation of Jaya, from Jaya and Vijaya.
Yes.
One of the incarnations.
Yes, okay. Ravana was the eldest son of sage Vishrava and Kekasi. Vishrava was son of Pulasya Muni. His grandfather was like Brahma. It's coming from the Brahma, you see. But his mother was a demoness. His father was Rishi, great Rishi, you see. And Ravana himself he had studied all the 4 Vedas, I think Shiva Stotra, everything. He was very highly qualified. He was a Pandit. He was Brahmin, half Brahmin, obviously. And he was highly qualified. See, despite that, he made abominable act of taking Mother Sita away, see, from a forest that also at the back of Lord Rama. See. So we'll work that out today. So how did the Ravanas trouble start? How did the Ravanas trouble start? With Shrupanka, isn't it? Because otherwise nobody knew. They were in the forest in exile, Rama, Sita and Lakshmana. So Shrupanka was his sister, Ravana's sister. So she came wandering in the forest in Panchavati near Nashik. That's in Maharashtra. See, anybody doesn't know, that place still exists. So she was wandering in the forest. She came from Sri Lanka. I don't know whether she got visa or something. She just popped into India. See, she came into India. At that time it was all Bharatvarsha probably, so there was no borders, you see. Anyway, Shrupanka, demoness sister of Ravana, she was smitten. She saw Lord Rama. And Lord Rama was very handsome, very good looking. See, even rishis, munis from that Treta Yuga, they were so smitten by Lord's beauty that they said they would like to, if they were a woman, they would like to marry Lord Rama. The rishis and muni. So to get that birth, woman's birth, they did the austerities for many thousand years so that they can get Rama as a husband. But Rama had taken vow that he will only marry once, only marry to Mother Sita. He will not marry again, see, in that life. So anybody came, he said refused. But he satisfied everybody, Lord satisfied everybody in the Dwapar Yuga when he came as Krishna. That's why he had so many wives, you see, Krishna. Krishna satisfies everybody. See. So she was smitten by the beauty of Lord Rama. So she approached Lord Rama that, why don't you marry me? See. The Lord Rama as a sage, that he told Shrupanka, no, I am already married and I have taken a vow that I will never marry again, see, in this life. I am only one woman man, see, so I will not marry. So she didn't like it because she was demoness, that kind of mentality, how can somebody refuse me, you see. So she didn't agree. She said no. So Rama showed her that look, she is my wife, and I'm married to her, and I can't marry her. She didn't like it. So she wanted to go and kill or harm Mother Sita. That Lord Rama has to stop her. So he told Lakshmana to cut her nose and ear, so that she will get the lesson. And Lakshmana obliged. He cut his nose, her nose and ear. And after that, I'll give you these points first. We'll speak on these points first. Then we'll give the moral. What moral do we get? How do we kill Ravana from those points? Is that okay? Right. I'll not give you moral now. Then we'll work that at the end. That'll be nice. All together. See, we'll kill Ravana in one go. So even though, so when he cut his ear and nose, she went crying to his brother Ravana. See, Ravana did like, who is Rama? How dare he harm my sister? See, so he said, she told her that because of Sita, the beautiful wife of Rama, he is doing all that. That's why he didn't want to marry me, and he harmed me, cut my nose and ears. So Rama said, okay, I'll give him lesson. See, I'll go and kidnap Mother Sita. See, because Ravan was very powerful. Even the Devatas, the demigods, they were fearful of Ravana. Because he was devotee of Lord Shiva, so he had some boons. He had lots of power, Ravana. That's why on that power he thought he can go and fight anybody. So anyway, he went in disguise of a sannyasi, and he told Mother Sita to give him some bhiksha. Mother Sita, before that, he sent his uncle Marichi as a golden deer to go and attract Mother Sita Rama, so that he will go after that golden deer, and then I'll kidnap Sita behind. So Mother Sita desired that this is such a beautiful golden deer, I want it. And when wife wants something, men don't dare say no. Is it? But anyway, Rama obliged, in some cases, Mother is discussing. Anyway. But we are bound to oblige Mataji. So he ran after deer and he hit her with the arrow. So when he hit the arrow, that golden arrow became a human of Marichi. So he started crying. But he cried in disguise, Rama, Rama, Rama. He started in Rama's voice, because they were demons. Demons, they can do all kind of different things. So Mother Sita thought that Rama is in trouble. He went after they were living in forest, and he's gone after the deer, and something is gone wrong. So he's shouting. So she told Lakshmana, go and rescue your brother. He said, no, my brother is capable. He is Lord of the world, universe. Don't worry. He said, no, don't you have any shame? He's your little brother. He's crying. He's shouting. He's calling, for somebody. And Lakshman and all. Why don't you go and help him? See? So he said, okay, we'll try and cut short, not extend too much, because we've got so many points to discuss. See? So he said, okay, I will go, but I'll draw a line. Lakshman Rekha, everybody knows Lakshman Rekha. So I'll draw a line and don't cross that line. Just always stay in that line. She said, fine. So he crossed the line and went for the help to Lord Rama. And then in the meantime, Ravana, who was ready, he came. And he told, I want a bhiksha. She said, no, I can't cross this line. You come inside and take it. So he said, no, okay, I'm a sannyasi, I'm a beggar. So if you say no, I'll go back. So that's very inauspicious. Still in some parts of India, they think that somebody, a sannyasi or something, goes back from the house empty-handed. It's not very nice, you see. So she said, no, okay, I'll break my rules from my brother-in-law and I'll cross over. So as soon as she went to give him the Bhiksha, he kidnapped her. See. He came into his Ravana room and kidnapped her. So Ravana kidnapped Sita. After that, what happened? When he was taking her into his aeroplane, the bird Jatayu came. See. Jatayu, he was very old at that time. Even if he was old, but he thought he will fight Ravana because he was devotee of Lord Vishnu or Ram. So he said he will not let Ravana go easily. See. I'll fight. So he told Ravana, even if you are stronger, I'm weak, I'm old, I can't fight you. But you give up Mother Sita, otherwise I'll trouble you. See, I'll fight with you. And even he dropped while fighting. He dropped his aeroplane on the ground. But still, because he had mystic powers, Ravana, he built that and came back in the air again. And he cut his, in the fight, he cut his, as we know, his wings, and he fell to the ground. See, and then he went away. And after that, Mother Sita thought in the aeroplane that how can Rama find me? If there's no signs, how can he find me? So she started dropping her jewelry on the ground. See, so that it will be on the ground and he will recognize that it's my jewelry and he will follow the path. See. So they went. So after that, he took her to Lanka across the sea and he kept her captive there. And he told her that you should marry me. But Sita said, no, I can't marry you. See. So after that, when Rama came back, found Sita wasn't there. He started looking everywhere and found that something has happened. See. So he went crying everywhere, where is Sita, all over the forest. Then he found Jatayu. See. So Jatayu told him that he was nearly dying, see, at that time. So he told him that Ravana took your wife, a demon took your wife away. And I tried to fight with all my strength, but I couldn't match his strength, and now I'm on the ground and about to die. So after he died, Rama he didn't perform his father's last rites, but he performed his Jatayu's last rites. So that shows how good a devotee he was. So after that, Rama came in contact with Sugriva, and he promised to help Rama to get back, to find, he was king of monkeys, and he said, he promised that if you help me kill my brother who was kidnapped my wife, he's taking his Bali, if you kill my brother, then I'll help you, to find Sita, Mother Sita. So what happened? Rama said yes, okay. So however, he killed Bali. We know all that. And we not go into those details, otherwise he'll be here till next Sunday. So he killed Bali, and after that, Sugriva said, I'll help you. And Hanuman came, he was like a brother of Sugriva, see. And he said, he was a great devotee of Rama, definitely Lord Vishnu as well as Lord Rama, see. And he said, we'll find Mother Sita, see. And then Rama had the power to jump across the sea to Lanka, and he went across and he found Mother Sita there, see. And in the meantime, he burned the whole Lanka, see, when he come back. See. He gave her Mother Sita, he took a ring from Ram and he gave it to her, that this is my Praman, that I have come from Rama, see. And when he come back, he burned the whole Lanka, see. So after that, he came back and told Rama that she is here, see. So he said, but how do we cross the sea? How do we go to Lanka? It's a long way by the sea, see. So we know they built her. So when they were throwing the stones, when everybody was throwing the stone, all the monkeys, they were throwing the stones were floating. But Lord Rama, when he was throwing the stone, it was going into the water. So when Lord Rama was surprised, you see, He said, when you are doing it, it's floating. When I am throwing the stones, it's drowning. What's the difference? What am I doing wrong? He said, what, Prabhu, sir, or Prabhu, whatever, when you are throwing it, the name of Rama is not written on that. But when we are throwing, we are writing name of Ram on each and every stone. That's why they are floating. So that shows whenever we drown, name of the Lord will bring us up into the material world. So they built the bridge across the river and they went to Lanka. And then we know, when they reached Lanka, but Lord Rama, as we learned that even if somebody makes mistake, Lord Rama or Krishna, he gives us chance to rectify us. He doesn't punish straight away. So first of all, he sent Hanuman to warn Ravana. He didn't understand. And then he sent Angad. See, Angad was again nephew of son of Bali and nephew of Sugriva. So he sent Angad to go and ask Ravana to come to the terms. You see, don't harm him. Give Mother Sita back and I'll forgive you. Excuse me. Give me my wife back and I'll not harm you. See, there's no problem with us. See. Let's agree to these things. See. But Ravana was adamant. He said no, because he thought Rama was ordinary person. See, because Lord Rama came as throughout the life, Lord Rama, though he showed supernatural powers, but he never said, I am Rama, I am God, I'm the Supreme Lord. He always showed that he is an ordinary human being. See, he behaved as an ordinary human being, as an ideal king or person. See. But Lord Krishna openly said, I'm God. In his the Dwapara, when Krishna came, he showed all he showed Mother, his whole universe. He did so many things. We'll discuss that some other time when the Damodar month comes. Yes. So he showed all the signs of being God, but Rama never said I'm God. So Ravana thought he's an ordinary person, and he can't match my power. So he said no. But when Angada went, he said, you think he's an ordinary man? You can't even touch me. And what to say about Rama? How can you touch Rama? You see? Then Ravana really got angry. How can this monkey threaten me or challenge me? You see? So he told his soldiers, catch hold of him, bind him, see? Make him prisoner. According to, if ambassador goes to do the sandhi, then you can't really, you're not supposed to arrest him. He's just ambassador. See? He's come to do the sandhi. See? But Ravana was, he's arrogant. He said, tie him up. See? So he said, you can't even touch me, you can't even lift my foot. If I put my foot on the ground, you can't even lift it. What to say of harming me? So Indrajit, his son, he tried to lift his foot, he couldn't move. So many other soldiers, they tried, they couldn't move his foot from the ground. And then, so Ravana said, okay, I'll try. When Ravana came, then he put his foot back. And he said, you fool, why you are touching my feet? Go and touch Rama's feet. He will bless you. He will forgive you. What you will get from my feet. See? That's how, then after, Angada went back. And he told Ravana, when they reached, that is Lanka, so he told Rama that he is not agreeing and there is no way other than going for a war. So then when we know, after that, there was a war between Rama and Ravana, and it went on till Ravana was killed. So, thank you. Sorry, Prabhu. It's not from me, is it? Thank you. Thank you. So they killed all his brothers, Kumbhakarna, who came as a Vijay, as you said. The two brothers, Jay and Vijay, Kumbhakarna, all his brother. His son Indrajit died. But Vibhishan, his brother. But before the war, even Mandodari, his wife, she also persuaded Ravana. Not, why you are so arrogant? I'm your wife. You are happily married with me. You got everything. Golden Lanka, you got the whole world in front of you. Why don't you think of your future? See, why you want to spoil your future, your children's future? That's what we will do, isn't it? If something goes wrong, we will say, why we should worry, we should think of our future. Why should we arrogantly spoil our life now? So she told him that give Sita back, don't go for war, and then everything, he is happy to. She somehow understood that he is Lord Narayan, Vishnu, see, Lord Rama. She told him, he said, no, you are not talking nonsense. He is nobody, see. So anyway, she persuaded, he didn't agree. And then Vibhishan, his brother, who was a bit saintly, was like Bhakta of Ram again. He told him as well, that persuaded him that don't fight and gave Sita back. So he insulted her and threw him out of his palace. And he felt insulted. So he said, go out of the country itself. Don't live here. See. Then Vibhishan thought, okay, I'll go to the Rama's side. I'll go and take Sharanam Ram. See, I'll go to surrender to the Ram. See. So he went to Ram. When he was going to Ram, Lakshman thought that he is Ravana's brother, so he'll kill him. But Ram said, no, let us hear first of all what he's going to say. So when he came and told him, because it's all arrangement of Lord Rama. See, he knows that to get inside things, we need somebody from inside. So he's in everybody's heart. So Vibhishana had that feeling that I should go on the Ram's camp. So he went and joined Rama. And then the war, we all know that war, there was war, and Vibhishana gave the idea to Rama how to kill him, see, and Ravan was killed there. See. But when he was arrogant, Ravan, see, though he was educated, and when he was about to die, then also he was arrogant. He won't surrender. He was arrogant and surrendered. Both he did, you see. That's how when today's verse comes, see. He committed so many mistakes, and worst thing was he kidnapped Mother Sita. But still, because he surrendered at the end, what did he told her? I read somewhere. He told her, Lord Rama, that while I was alive, I didn't allow you in Lanka. You couldn't come to Lanka. Now that I am dying, I'll come to your land, and you will not be able to stop me. Because Lord says, even if you die, if somebody dies seeing the Lord, taking darshan of Lord, he'll go to Goloka Vrindavan, he'll go to Vaikuntha, at least. So he said, now I am dying, you'll not be able to stop me. Stop me if you can. I'll come to your land. See? So Lord Rama also gives guarantee. He said, Sakar Deva Paparnayas Tavasmi Eti Yachate Abhayam Saradatasmai Dadami Etam Pratam Mama. This is from Valmiki Ramayana, 6:18:33 verse. He who seeks refuge in me just once, telling me that I am yours, I shall give him assurance of safety against all types of beings. This is my solemn pledge. Lord Rama says, I guarantee you that only you say once I am yours and surrender to me, then I'll protect you from every being. So Lord, at the end he's surrendered kind of, that I'll come to your Lord, I'll come to you, see. So as Mother says, there were 3 births of Jai Vijay. Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, where the former one was killed by Lord Nrsimha and later killed by Lord Varaha. Ravana and Kumbhakarna, so they were both killed by Lord Rama, and Shishupala and then they were killed by Krishna and Dwapar Yuga. But what was it? So now we'll come to today's subject. We are nearly there. So Dasha, Ravana was also called Dashahara because he had 10 heads. So in Sanskrit, word means removal of 10 bad qualities within you. So what was those 10 bad qualities? Ahankar, ego, amanvata, cruelty. I'll read in English instead of going in Sanskrit and translating. Everybody can understand. Injustice, lust, anger, greed, overpride, jealousy, attachment, selfishness, or also called Vijayadashmi. So these are 10 bad qualities Ravana had. And that means once we conquer that, when Ravana conquered Ravana, that's called Vijayadashmi also. That was yesterday. We celebrated that. So when we conquer those 10 bad habits, that's Vijayadashmi for us also. That's today's subject. And all, we'll work on that morals from each and every point which we discussed. So first was Shrubanka. Shrubanka's nose was cut because she wanted Lord Rama in a different way. See? So what's the moral? Anybody can suggest? What moral do we get from that? What lesson do we get from there? No?
That the brother and sister are both alike, they're both lusty.
Yeah,
So lust is bad.
lusty. So senses, isn't it? Senses. So we should learn to control our senses. If we don't control our senses, then we lose our consciousness. You see. But even though she tried to disturb Lord Rama, that I want to marry you, but because she had that desire to get Lord Rama himself, though in a bad way, though without his though Lord Rama didn't agree, but because she wanted Lord Rama obliged her, you see. In next birth, she became Kubja. No, that was in Dwapar Yuga. You know Kubja, that hunch lady she had, which Krishna put his foot on his feet and made her straight. That Kubja used to supply scented ointments to Kamsa. So when she saw Krishna, she obviously didn't remember her past birth, but Lord Krishna remembers, you see. So she was really again smitten by Lord Krishna's beauty. Hare Krishna. So she was really astonished by Krishna's beauty. So she offered the ointment she was carrying for Kansa, she offered it to Krishna. Then Krishna, gave her all the. She wanted to associate with Krishna, and he obliged. See, and that birth, and she became a beautiful woman from Kubja. See, so that's how Krishna, Lord Rama, obliged Shrubanka. See. Okay, that was one point, and second point was Lakshman Rekha. See, Lakshman, what moral do we get from there? Anybody can suggest? Any suggestions?
Don't break rules and regulations.
Yes, very nice, Mataji. We should always abide by guidelines given in the scriptures, Guru and devotees, in Acharyas. We should always abide by those ones. We should not trust. We, like Prabhupada has given us the chant 16 rounds, follow 4 regulatory principles. Association of devotees come to the temple regularly, attend programs. So we should be happy with that one. When we cross that, then Ravana will kidnap us. Bad thing will happen to us. In other words. Thank you, Mataji. Very nice. So then next came Jatayu. So what was the moral from there? Jatayu, who fought for Lord Rama.
Devotional.
Yes. Somehow we should do our best for the purpose of the Lord, even though we face difficulties or failures. We should continue with our service to Lord. And then Mother Sita started throwing jewelry from the aeroplane. So do we get anything from that?
Detachment.
No, not detachment. It's good, but yeah.
It's good for women to wear jewelry because it comes handy in difficult times.
No.
Material.
She threw jewelry to show the path to Lord Rama, isn't it? Which he followed. So, Acharyas like Prabhupada and all, they have given us so much literature, see? So much spiritual books, so many spiritual books. Before that as well, all those Vyasadeva and all, they have given us, these are all like precious jewels for us. So we should follow those, and read them, see. Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, they are precious jewels for us. So we should read those and get the spiritual knowledge from there, so that we can go back home, back to Godhead. So that's the jewelries. And then after that came Hanuman. Hanuman, he was the best devotee of the Lord. Even when, without even asking Lord Rama, he went and burned Lanka. See? And he burned all the houses except Vibhishan's. So somebody asked him that, why did you spare? Because he said he was saying Rama. He was chanting Rama, the name. That's why I spared him. Nobody else chanted Rama's name, so I burned the whole Lanka. So that was borrowed from Hanuman, the best devotee, best servant of Krishna. And then came Angada. Angada, he put his foot down. So what do we get? If we see anything going wrong against the devotee or against the acharyas or against our temple, we should put our foot down. No. And we should go in the right. If somebody is trying to divert our mind even from devotion, we should put our foot down. No. What we are following is right. See? We should try to understand that what we are following is right. Okay, then last one. No, there's one more. Yeah, last one is Ravana. See? So what do we get? We read all this 10 problems he created. So if we do not control inner Ravana, then we end up suffering from cycle of birth and death. That's the moral we get from Ravana. Ravana also said, see, at the end, as I said, see, that because when we arrogantly, that while I was alive, you couldn't enter into my Lanka. But now that I am dying, still arrogantly, but indirectly he said, I am coming to your land and you can't stop me. That means I am surrendered to you, I am coming to you. See? He was devotee anyway, as a brother said, again. So, if we want to, that was today's subject, how to control our inner Ravana. So we've seen all the points and we've seen all the 10 difficulties Ravana had in surrendering, because all the calm, krodh, low, moh, all these things. So how to control that? If we control all that, then only we can kill the Ravana or control the Ravana. Kill the Ravana, we can't do it because only Lord can do that. He is capable of killing the demons. We can't. No, we are only ordinary human beings. So that's the lesson from today. And as Prabhupada has explained, that Lord says, even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated in his determination. So we should show that determination to serve Lord and his devotees and the temple. Because serving the devotees and serving the temple is the same thing as well. Krishna says that I live where the devotees live. I live among the devotees, where the kirtan is going on, where the katha is going on. See? I'm forgetting this always happens. I remember the verse, but Naam vasami vaikunthe yoginam hridayena cha mad bhakta yatra gayanti tatra tishtami narada. I do not live among the Naam vasami. I don't live in even Vaikuntha. I don't live in the hearts of the yogis. But I live where my devotees are singing my glories. See, so when we are doing katha or singing Lord's glories, He is present with us. You see. So we should show the determination to the Lord, and if somebody should not put himself down, that if he has many mistakes and he has gone somewhere wrong, but Krishna guarantees that if you still show your determination and continue with your bhakti and sadhana, then I'll still forgive you and you'll still come back to me. There was nice purport from the Prabhupada as well. So it's time now. We'll stop here. If there's any questions or comments or corrections, if I said anything wrong, please correct me. Anything, any questions anybody has?
That's why I've always wondered all these demons, they're always very powerful, aren't they?
Sorry?
The demons, they're usually more powerful than other people around. And then also they have all these potencies, like you said, Marichi, you could change into a golden deer. So, who gives them these? I mean, Krishna gives everything, of course, but how do they end up getting all these awkward powers to
See-
misuse and...
Yeah, I'll tell you. See, what did they do, those demons? Because the demons, their mentality is not very nice, you see. They always want to harm somebody. So they used to do, because to get the power, because Devatas, they have the power, they'll never die. They had that, when the chanting was done, the Amrit had come, so which was given to all the devotees of the Lord. The demon they didn't get, so they were always, although they are brothers, demons and Devatas, they are brothers. Their father is same, Kashyapa Muni. See? But Diti and Aditi, they are both sisters. Diti is the mother of demons, Aditi is the mother of demigods, Devatas. They are all brothers, but they are envy. And why they are above us. So to overpower them, they used to do austerities for thousands of years to please Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma, and they used to get boons from them. Like Hiranyakashipu got the boons that I should not die inside, I should not die out. No human should be able to kill me. See, all these things. So Lord Brahma said, okay. So that's why he thought, I got power, nobody can kill me now. Like that, Ravana had boon from Shiva. He even became so powerful, he went and threatened Lord Shiva. He said, I'll take your Kailash. Yeah, so that's why they get power like that, because they are envious. They try to do austerities and get that power. Yeah. Okay?
Sorry. From yesterday's class, a very nice point Nitai Kirtan made, and he was saying that one reason also why they're also powerful is Krishna can have a nice fight. You can't fight anybody that's spiritual one.
That was at the beginning, because Krishna wants somebody equal, to fight. That's why Jai and Vijay came, so that he can show his power. Because, like a boxer, if he's in a bout, if he goes to the bout directly, he'll probably end up losing because he has not practiced. He has to practice with somebody. He goes to, every day in his ring and with the trainer and all to fight, to do boxing, so that he's fit all the time and he's got the skill to fight at the bout. So that's how Lord wants, He wants somebody to show that, he's not like rusty, he's still powerful. So that's why Jai Vijay came, his servants. So they took birth as Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, so Lord fought with them. And then Ravana and Kumbhakarna, Lord fought them and killed them. But Lord had promised them that at the end of your life, you'll come back to me. After 3 births, you'll come back to me. Although it's been mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita that even 500 years ago, Jagai and Madai came. They were also incarnation of Jai Vijay. They did all kind of phenomenal things. So demons will come, but Lord is there to protect. They were also devotees. They went back after they completed their 3 births. They went back to Krishna. Gola Vrindavan. All right.
Can I ask a question?
Please.
You mentioned 10 qualities.
No. I want to.
Qualities.
It's for the YouTube. It has been recorded. Please, thank you.
Yeah, I just want to refresh on that matter. You mentioned 10 qualities, like be humble and many others. Could you just refresh on that, please?
You want to? 10 qualities of Ravana.
No, to be humble, you know.
So that was 10 qualities of Ravana. So how we should go, I'll read those again,
Okay.
and then you need opposite of that. We don't know those. We don't know those qualities. See, ahankara means ego. So we want to give up ego, our ego. I'm better than anybody. Not like we should, has to be humble, isn't it? Cruelty. We have to show mercy even on every being. Not only human beings, but every being. We have to be, we have to show mercy on everybody. See, injustice. Wherever there's injustice, we should keep away from that. We don't want to, we don't want to be on the side of injustice. See, it's always dharma. We want to be on the side of dharma or justice, isn't it? And lust. We have to give up lust. Ravana didn't give up lust. That's why he was killed. He wanted to marry Mother Sita because she was beautiful. So lust we have to give. Anger definitely we have to give up. See, Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsa in the second chapter Krishna says, Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsa Sangasteshu Pajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kama Kamat Krodho Abhijayate. So while contemplating the object of senses, one develops lust. And when lust develops, the anger comes up. See, so from lust, anger comes. So if we give lust and anger, then anger won't come. See. And then next verse is Krodhat bhavati samoha bhavati vibraha maha smriti brahma, something like that. Buddhi nashat pranashati. See, so if we do anger, then our intelligence will be lost. And once our intelligence lost, we will fall down. That was today's subject. That we don't fall down. We should not commit abominable acts. So lust and anger, greed. So if we become too greedy, because this world is too greedy now. That's why there are poor and poorer people and very rich people. See. So if they are, I read somewhere if everybody who is wealthy, if they distribute their wealth equally to everybody, then there won't be any poor person in the world. They'll all be equal. There are some millionaires and trillionaires probably, see. If they distribute wealth to some people equally to everybody, everybody has same kind of wealth, then there won't be any poor people, see. That's great. Over pride, that I'm something, we should give up that. And jealousy, we shouldn't be jealous, definitely, of anybody. Attachments, that's the most thing. The Ayato Vishan Ponsa says it. Attachments, all comes from the attachment. See. He's my brother, this is my country, this is my car, this is my house, this is all attachments. See. This is my children, this is all attachments. Selfishness, we shouldn't be selfish. As I said, if everybody distributed their wealth equally, giving up selfishness, then everybody will be happy in this world. That's all 10.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other doubts or any questions?
So one basic question
Yes.
in this discussion. There was a point that Diti and Aditi are the mothers of demons and demigods. And in some discussion, we also see that devtas like Indra, Varun, Vayu, and all these are positions actually, or the designations. And based on the karmas, one attains these designations and then come back. So can we correlate these things like these positions or designations?
They are not positions, they are the demigods. You see. Vayu represents, is a demigod, represents Vayu.
But
Like sun god represents sun.
so whosoever controls it, like a person based on his karmas becomes the controller of that power, right?
Not karmas, it's like in office, if you see a chairman is like Krishna, other directors, managing directors, managers. So he's been appointed by chairman, isn't it? He appoints.
No, what Brother is saying is that somebody can desire to become Indra and then
Yeah.
do the necessary things
Yes.
and then get that
Yeah.
post. And because it's a post at the end of the
It's a
day,
post actually.
So somebody else can get that too, because with every change
Post of
Manu-
Vayu and
Why you are
yeah,
Indra or
with every
whosoever.
change of Manu, the entire ministry changes.
no, but devotee of Lord will never desire anything like that.
No, that is
His
fine.
only concern is to serve Lord. He will not desire any post or position. Then, if he desire that, that means we are not devotees of the Lord. Lord Shiva told Mother Parvati once in this thing, and I think fifth or sixth chapter of canto, that we see Narayana Parasarve na kutashtan divyati Swarga apavaga api narkeshu api tulyartha darshana. And he is saying that devotees of Lord Narayan never desire anything in life and never fear anything of life. They are not fearful at all. And why? Because they are completely detached. They don't think of liberation. They don't think of heaven. Their only concern is how to serve Lord. Swarga, apavarga, api narkeshu. Whether they go in hell or heaven or even liberation, they are not bothered. I'll show you one, I think, few days ago. I think I'm got
Because
this
Indra
one.
is always very insecure, and he's the
Prabhupada also said the same thing. I read somewhere that he says that for a devotee, if he lives in hell, but if Krishna is there, he's happy. But if he is in heaven, and even if Krishna is not there in heaven, then he won't be happy. That's the position of the devotee. So whatever position is there, devotee doesn't desire that I should go to that, go and get that.
So my question was, these positions keep on changing, like different, atmas come and they acquire those positions based on their karma. I'm not speaking of like.
Okay, you mean the Vayu and all.
Yeah.
It's
So,
as whenever the yuga comes, it's been designated by Lord himself.
yeah. So this is on one side, one perspective. Other perspective is these demigods are the sons of Diti and Aditi, right? Now, how we can correlate these two things? That was my question.
Correlated means?
Meaning, when you say someone is son of someone, right? So
Yeah, like any demons, they are son of Diti.
Yeah.
Father is Kashyap, same father. So they are like half brothers. And all the demigods like Indra, Vayu, Chandra, Surya, they are all son of Aditi.
But on the other side, you are also saying that these are the positions.
Each
Actually,
yuga.
Prabhu,
Yeah, that's the confusion.
Prabhu, I think what happens is that actually it's like it's familiar, isn't it? You're getting it from somebody that.
They are, no, you are thinking, you are mistaking into the different thing. They are not positions, they are appointed by Krishna. We are all part of Krishna.
No, it's like if they're from a family, like if they're from Kashyap.
Yeah.
And Diti and Aditi, so they get that advantage to get that position. As
No,
a
no,
demigod, but somebody else can also take it. It's like, sorry, I shouldn't use this example, like in the, what is it? The Rahul Gandhi's come because of his, this thing, but if somebody is more capable, he takes
But
it.
they are only for this universe.
Yeah.
No, they are appointed for this universe. But if you go to different universes, where there are millions of, trillions of universes in this Brahman. But if you go to different, there will be different Indra. It won't be same. I'll tell you a story. See, it's from scripture actually.
Prabhu's question is totally different. He's saying, how do you put two together that on one hand, you've got demigods and demigoddesses from Kashyap and Diti and Aditi, so they have got that position.
Yeah.
Then how come somebody else can also take that position, but it can be taken?
As I said, different universes, different forms. Krishna has arranged it like that. Like in Lord Brahma went to Golok Vrindavan and he told the god that go and inform Lord Krishna that I come. Lord Brahma told him. So,
Because Indra is the main king of demigods, but he's insecure. Somebody will take my position, which is always the case.
that's what I'm trying to tell you the story, see.
Yeah.
So Lord Brahma went and asked the god to go and inform that I am Krishna, that I have come. So he went God went and told him Brahma has come. So Lord Krishna wanted to teach him a lesson. He said, which Brahma? So he said, which Brahma? I'm the only Brahma with 4 heads. You see? He said, no, there are millions of Brahmas. So he said, how can there be all so many Brahmas? Then Lord Brahma showed him from every universe. Some with the 4 heads, some with 5 heads, some with a million heads. He said, they are all Brahmas. So which Brahma are you? Then he told him that I am from planet Earth. Universe, this universe.
I think when somebody is eligible to buy his karmas to be Indra, Chandra or Varun, at that particular time frame, he will be getting birth while through the Kashyap and Aditi.
So that's
So that
It
will
goes
be-
with the circle. See, it's going in the circle.
So finally,
Every
it will be
yuga,
through
like-
that path.
when the annihilation comes, everything dies and then the whole circle comes. So we have to get to those things, we have to read the scriptures, how all these, if you read canto second canto or third canto, I think second canto, it's given in all the details in there, how everything comes from the Lord. There's first of all, Lord Krishna is there, from him comes Lord Balaram, and then Vasudeva, from Balaram comes Vasudeva, Sankarsana, Pradyumna and Anirudh. Fourth. And from that comes Mahavishnu. And then from Mahavishnu comes Garbhodakshai Vishnu. That from Garbhodakshai, Mahavishnu, all the universes come. And then comes Kshiradakshai Vishnu. Kshiradakshai comes into every atom. So that's how the universes come from the Lord. And each and every universe, Brahma takes birth. And from Brahma, Kashyapa Muni comes, his children. And from his children, they become devotee of Lord. That's how they were given this position. So if you go in a company, we have to give interview, you have to qualify. So they qualified to get that position, to be Vayu or Indra or whatever. So when we qualified, we will be given some designation. Is that clear now?
yeah. So this means that it's a cyclic process, and during this next cycle to cycle, whosoever becomes eligible,
Yes.
he fills that position.
Yeah. So I'll have to give you the whole details of how Brahmanda came and all this.
Yeah.
So that's how it comes. Is that okay? In a short, I can't.
Yeah.
As I say, it's a very big subject.
Yeah.
8,000 verses in Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yeah.
Is that clear now?
Yes, bro.
Anyone else? Was it doubt or question? That's it. 2:30 nearly. So Vijayandranath Prabhu is waiting next room for the kirtan. So we'll call him. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada ki.
Prabhuji, announcement.
Thank you, Mataji. So there's an announcement. Anybody who's come for the first time or after a long time?
Yes, we are long time.
After a long time.
Yes.
Yeah, Mataji.
I'm Gita.